Just a few days ago, Trump's press secretary Karoline Leavitt announced that she's pregnant, which should always be a cause for celebration, but today the noisemakers are the people who are slamming her for related risk, and I have all the delicate details for you next. I'm Dan and welcome to another Occupy Democrats video. To get all of our reports about the chaos and controversy that continually swirls around Trump's White House, please hit that subscribe button. The controversy coming from the White House today centers around Leavitt, who is best known for the lip service she pays to each and every one of Trump's lies. Let's begin there. Have a look at the last time she was trending because of those lips, and then I'll share how it connects to the risk accusations of today.
Okay, so I've had a few people reach out to me and send me photos of Karoline Leavitt's lips from the photo that was taken of her and the rest of the White House staff during the Vanity Fair article that just came out recently. So let me give you my thoughts. First, let me say this is no shade to her at all, nor is it shame. I am super supportive of people, obviously, doing little enhancements and tweaks within reason to make themselves look and feel good. So full disclaimer. Okay, having said that, if you haven't seen the photo, here it is. Okay, so what's going on? I definitely think that there's some maybe post lip filler marks there. There's a technique where you don't go in horizontally with the lips, you can go in vertical to try to give some height to the lips. These do look like maybe little poke marks. They do look pretty fresh. She has a gloss or something on top of them. Hopefully it's something medicated and healing, because really you should keep your lips, relatively clean and dry after procedures like this. However, it does look pretty fresh post-injection to me. Those are my thoughts. Probably just a little post-injection filler action here.
Because of the way that she's photographed, you can see every single injection site from apparent attempt to enhance her very small lips. So it's pretty funny. Her injectioner, whoever injects her, doesn't like her because the injection sites are kind of, if you look closely, they're all at different angles.
Yeah. And I've never had, it was apparent to me, it almost looked like she had a bunch of healed cold sores or something.
Yeah.
But I was because they're so, did she get it done that morning?
See, that's the other thing. I was talking about this with somebody who is also who works in entertainment, and she was like, I don't know what is happening with this. What is her injector doing? And I was like, Karoline must have known that this photo shoot was happening, right? They had to have had weeks of lead time. You cannot get a plastic surgery and aesthetic procedure, even a microneedling. You got to give that a 2-week window. You can't risk that. So I think that she was I kind of wondered if all this talk about her lips from President Trump was a form of sort of mean girl bullying to her, because now she thinks she's got really pretty lips, and that if she makes them as big as possible, that everyone's going to like them even more. But yeah, it's clear that she was maximum inflation of my lips will occur if I do it with not very much time before this photograph, and it really looks atrocious. The line I came up with yesterday, and I put it on Twitter, so I couldn't come up with anything better, so I'm just going to say it again.
What?
It looks like two earthworms making love.
Anyone who goes under a noticeable cosmetic procedure has to be prepared for reactions, but today Leavitt is on a hot seat of a different kind because people are connecting the dots between her pregnancy and those dots on her lips. I discovered this story via a post by Annie Van Loor that said, Leavitt is due in May. She was already pregnant when she got lip fillers. Yet, this administration is warning pregnant women not to take Tylenol. So, cosmetic injectables are fine, but OTC pain relief is treated like a moral hazard. And that led to a Raw Story headline that read, Weird, Internet erupts after Karoline Leavitt's apparent admission of pregnancy faux pas. We recently reported that Leavitt, who is 28, is expecting her second child with her husband Nick, who is 30 years her senior. But the internet was focused on the fact that Leavitt said her new baby is due in May, and tied that to a recent Vanity Fair close-up photo shoot in which Leavitt was shown with apparent injection marks around her lips. And that led to this Brian Krastenstein video.
This photograph showing Karoline Leavitt's lips suddenly means a whole lot more. Let me explain. Yesterday, Leavitt announced that she is pregnant and due in May, meaning she's about 4 months pregnant. She clearly got lip fillers either in late November or this month, as you could see from the photo, which clearly is a no-no. But then again, they don't believe in science.
And then it was really easy to find experts who echo the internet sentiment on this topic.
I'm a nurse practitioner, aesthetic injector here at Luna Skin. This week's hot topic is asking if you should get Botox and filler while pregnant. The answer is no, only because there aren't very many studies on this topic because you can't really test, on pregnant females. Just generally, it's just not safe to receive Botox or filler while you are pregnant and breastfeeding.
I've had some patients ask, like, can I get Botox or fillers when I'm pregnant? Generally, the answer across the board is no. And it's more of a what if kind of situation. Like, what if you did get filler and it got into a blood vessel and we had to use medications or treatments to help dissolve that filler and it does have a pregnancy risk?
I think it's all been said, so I'll keep my commentary simple. I hope the mother and child experience the best health possible. And in the interest of fair and balanced reporting, I'll give her boss, the dignified Donald J. Trump, the final word.
How's Caroline doing? Is she doing good? That face and those lips, they move like a machine gun, right?